It's a funny video that I get to do. Reason being is Kev, the guy I'm filming with, is in a complete slump. And he's like, Jamie, what do you do when you're in a slump? And I was like, do you know what? That's actually a good idea for a video. The funniest thing I'm learning, everybody suffers from slumps. Everybody has ups and everybody has downs. And I think sometimes when people are in a mope, they mope rather than actually taking a little bit of time away from that to think about, well, what's going on at the moment? Why am I in this mope? And so if you find yourself in a mope, think about it. Think about why you're there. Think about, okay, what's out of alignment? And it could be that you went out the night before. It could be that you ate absolute crap the day before. It could be any of those very basic, very simple, very identifiable things, in which case you know, right, I'm in a mope because of that, and I just know that this is a consequence of that. That's completely fine. In which case it's completely normal, and perhaps you might readjust for going forward, or just acknowledge that every time you're going to do that, you're going to get this reaction. So let's put those out of the way, because I think those are really, really obvious. Other times it's quite interesting. You'll find you might have a heavy chat with a loved one, or you might have a stressful day in work, and for whatever reason, you wake up the next day and you are absolutely shattered. And I was talking to somebody really interesting in this, a girl called Mary Jane Newman. She works with me in a really interesting way in terms of kind of getting to the root cause of certain things. And she said, Jamie, you only feel fatigue and you only feel pain when your body is in recovery mode, when your body is on the mend. And what she said is, sometimes after a heavy conversation where you get a lot out of your system, your body can relax. But in holding on to that tension, a bit of damage is done. And so you might have a heavy conversation, but a very positive conversation with somebody in an evening, and you wake up the next day and you are absolutely shattered. And what's happening there? Your body has relaxed down and said, okay, that's great. We've got all that tension away from us. We're going to mend. But to mend, unfortunately, you're going to be a little bit tired. So oftentimes a lot of people find themselves in a mope and they give out about it and they're like, why am I in this mope? When in actual fact, your body is in recovery mode. Your body is actually like, thanks, you sorted a load of problems, we can relax and we can put you on the mend. It's a really interesting thing I'm only starting to come to terms with, that actually sometimes when you're in a mope for a really good reason, because you've moved past an issue, or you've addressed an issue, or you've de-stressed. But in that state of de-stress, your body starts to go, okay, well, let's recover. So the easy example of this is a lot of the time people go on a holiday. They go on a holiday, they switch off and they get sick. And they're like, what the hell is wrong with this? Why am I sick on my holiday? Well, it actually makes a lot of sense. You've gotten yourself into a new, relaxing environment. You've switched off. You've turned yourself away from all your work. So your body, instead of pumping you up in the adrenaline just to get through things, can go, okay, great, we can relax. And in your relaxing mode, it goes, right, we need to repair. We've a bit of work to do to get you back to your normal self. And so sometimes people literally go on a holiday for 5-6 days. They spend the whole holiday sick. You shouldn't go on a holiday for 5 or 6 days. You should try and go a bit longer so you can actually get through that mending period and then feel your vitality. I don't even think that's a word, but you can feel your real, true, energized self. Anyway, I go into that point because I found it fascinating. I found myself really, really tired and wondered why. And actually, the more I'm kind of getting my head around that, the more I'm realizing that actually that's the sign that I'm moving past things. That's the sign that I'm actually relaxing. And 2-3 days later, I feel this burst of energy that I haven't felt before. But I didn't put the 2 and 2 together, and now I am. So anyway, when you're thinking about a mope, actually, it might be a sign of something good. Actually, it might have come from you getting through a bit of shit. That's kind of the point I want to come in. Obviously, as I said, there's the examples of if you're fucking eating crap, or you're drinking crap, or if you've just gone a bit mad, you're going to be in a mope the next day. Push those ones aside. When you find yourself in a mope, actually there's a reason. And if you look into the reason, it can actually be really, really, really motivating or re-energizing. And those, for me, are the more fascinating things. The times I'm finding myself in mopes are actually a sign that I'm on the right track and things are moving good. So don't give out about the mope. Actually appreciate it, because as I said, it's a sign that you're on the right track.